I think that there's a real opportunity to cure violence when we start to look at joining up all of the different sectors and taking a health approach to tackling violence. From Redthread's point of view, it's amazing to meet young people in their own teachable moment when they're in hospital, when they're in pain, and when pain is a catalyst that enables them to reflect and think differently. That for us is one of the key moments that we mustn't miss. An incredibly negative moment, a moment of crisis and trauma and anxiety, but a moment when young people are often really open to change, when they're able to reflect, when they're able to, within the safe environment of hospital, start to think differently, to think about the solutions and the changes that they want to be able to make. And that teachable moment is in fact a teachable moment for us as professionals too, a moment when we get to reflect from a trauma-informed lens about how we need to change the way that we work, how we need to work better with other professionals that wrap around those young people, so that we're not in our silos and so that we're not doing to young people, but we're empowering and enabling young people to break their own cycles of violence. And in that way, we're looking at violence as an infectious disease, something that we need to engage with, we need to help cure in that young person, but also we need to then prevent that transmission of that infectious disease. So that teachable moment in hospital is a great opportunity to wrap around and support the peer group who perhaps are looking at getting revenge, are looking at finding retribution to make sure this doesn't happen to them or their group again. And actually, it's an ideal moment to interrupt that transmission of this infectious disease that we see in our society, that is violence. And so, for me, a health approach to curing violence is all about joining up the dots, or putting all of the jigsaw pieces together. Redthread's work in A&E departments with and alongside health professionals is one important part of the jigsaw puzzle, but just one. And this is what's so exciting about this book, is that it starts to look at joining up all of those dots and putting all of the jigsaw pieces together so that we can empower young people to break their cycle of violence.